Hello. Wait, what's the name of our podcast? Wait, what is it? Wait, we've already messed up. We're not even a second and a half in, and we already fucked it up. By the way, there'll be cussing. What is the name? Stop laughing and tell me what it is. Our people are waiting. The 3 people that actually clicked on the link are slowly hitting the X. They're hitting the backspace key. They're going away.
It's the Bunny and Cat cast.
Okay, welcome everyone to the Bunny and Cat cast. Today we're gonna talk. I felt like Tuesday. Okay, this is a podcast that we've wanted to do for a while. I'd say.
Yeah, I believe so.
Panty's lack of response should be enough to justify my claims. If we can get through this without just killing ourselves, that'd be really dope. But I've always really wanted to do a podcast. I mean, like, that seems just like a boring thing to do. Like, my goal, and like all my friends were like, I want to be a race car driver. I'm like, I want to make a podcast. But hey, that's what we're doing. It's gonna be about art related things, I'd say. And if there's any any juicy gossip going on in the artist community that we want to leech off of, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And let me just preference something real quick. I hate anyone who says that they hate drama. Let me just say that. If you hate drama, you lying. You love drama. You slow down to...
Why the fuck you lie?
Literally, honestly though, like, it's different to hate being involved in drama. Also, I'm sorry if you heard that notification. It's different, like, because I don't like really being involved in it personally, but like watching it happen, I love watching that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching that stuff. Oh, mwah, mwah. It's the pièce de résistance. I don't like watching people suffer, but like if someone's doing some dumb shit and then someone else is like, "Why are you doing that dumb shit?" I love that. That's my favorite thing because it's just so good. It's just so good.
It really is. Honestly, watching drama, it's like fucking get your bowl of popcorn and eat that shit. But if you're in it, it's like, get me out of this shit.
Get me out of it as fast as possible, but also, like, let me get a front row ticket to go see it, because I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I'm sure other people have different opinions, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who would still defend the fact, like, well, I don't like watching it because it's inconsiderate. And that's fine. Just know that this is not the podcast for you. Because there's a lot of stupid shit that happens on DeviantArt that I feel like is very funny and interesting to talk about. So, we're gonna be doing that. We don't mean to, like, hurt anybody, or, like, strike anyone down, or, like, send hate to anybody. I don't think we have that power, but if we ever get that type of power, that's not our intention. So yeah, it's gonna be a topic, a conversation in this podcast, and that should be kind of self-explanatory. So I think the first thing we should do is introduce ourselves, in case we have some people who don't know who the hell we are. You know what I mean?
In case.
Just in case.
Pretty sure no one knows who I am.
No one knows who you are, Mel. You need to tell the world, Panty. Who are you? Who is Panty?
Who am I? I don't even know who I am.
You don't even know. Well, I'll let you do some self-exploring while I explain myself.
Okay.
My name is Alexander Hamilton.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. My name is Hannah. If any of you are watching me, it says on my profile, but I know a lot of people just call me Critter. That's fine. That's who I am as well. I don't live 2 separate lives, but I'm 20 years old. I have the mentality 7-year-old, and on Tumblr I'm Critterpunk as well, and I draw not safe for work on Tumblr. So the crowd The audiences are going to be very different depending on who's listening from what. This is going to be more DeviantArt related. Because let's just be real, more shit happens on DeviantArt that's funny to talk about. Whereas Tumblr, it's just like people just trying to coexist with one another and trying to make careers. Whereas DeviantArt, it's like, can I give you $6 for a fully lined, fully detailed fucking piece of artwork? So.
True facts.
So what about you, Meli? Have you envisioned yourself yet? Have you?
Well, I'm definitely a wannabe artist. My name is Meli, or most of you know me as Panty Snatcher on DeviantArt, or at least I'm assuming.
You would hope so.
At least I'm hoping, because, I'm Hannah's best friend. But,
no, they know your name, not your story.
Yeah. Most people just know me from commissioning people, because I totally roll in that dough, since a lot of people like to assume that.
Sending you messages, hey, can you commission me, please? I know you have a lot of money, because you definitely don't save up your money to commission people, so, like, throw some of your money at me, because that's how begging always works. That's what I was told when I was grown up, begging. Just beg. Just beg for what you want. Don't work for it. Just beg.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm getting off to a bad... I'm interrupting you. Go ahead. Continue. This is your life story, not mine.
It's okay. But yeah, I mean, that's really it.
That's all about you?
That's really...
That people want money from you?
Yeah, people want money from me. I roll in the dough. I roll in that dough. I commission a lot of people.
I saw all those Yananatu commissions you got.
I have really cute OCs that I love to death. Oh.
You also have an OC contest going on.
Oh yes, just a little
self-promo.
Little self-promo. I gotta. You just gotta throw that money.
$350+ worth of prizes.
And lots of art. Lots and lots of art.
Lots of absurdly good art.
Yes, definitely. And,
I mean, we haven't had many entries.
Yeah, I've only had one entry so far, but that's okay.
It increases your chances. If you're feeling froggy, you should take a leap. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we need to keep going. I have written here, started on sites, etc. So I'm assuming what I meant by that was, like, how did we get our start on, like, DeviantArt, or, like, the art scene, if you will. What made you get your start?
Well, let's see. I've been on DeviantArt for 6 years. I believe I joined because someone was talking about it on Gaia Online.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that sounds cool. So I joined, and I didn't use it for like 5 years, basically.
You're like, this person fucking lied to me. The site isn't dope at all.
I honestly don't know, because I was a little baby at the time. But I was not actually a baby, because I'm gonna be 25 years old. That was at least 6 years ago. But yeah, like, I joined and I just uploaded art that artists gave me, because I didn't want to lose it, because my computers just hate me and they always crash on me. So I just, like, uploaded all the art that I would get, and then I just kind of died off the site for a while, and then, like, last year
what made you rebirth? What gave you your rebirth?
My friend Callie honestly did, which is Hanny Barrow on DeviantArt.
Give her that promo.
Oh, as I die. But she was like, hey, I'm gonna start using this. And I was like, oh, hey, I have one of those. It's like I haven't gone on it in like years, but so I started going on. And she was like, oh yeah, look at this adopt I bought. I'm like, what? You bought a character? What is this?
Oh no, you were one of those people.
Yeah, I was one of those.
Art?
Yeah, I was one of those people who was like, what? You buy characters? I just make my own. Like, I could do that for free. And then she got me into adopts, and now look at the hole that I built myself.
Yeah, fucking $150. Yeah.
The $150 hole that I
It's a
bought
very
myself.
scary hole. That's very funny though, because that's a very common thing. Like I've tried to explain like what I do, like how I make most of. I don't really do many adopts now, but when that was like kind of like my. Whenever I did art and I got money from it, that was my primary income was adopts, and trying to explain that to anybody who is like never who has never used DeviantArt, let alone like a computer, like my grandma.
Like
It's
my
like
parents.
impossible. I was like, yeah, I sell character designs, and they're like, oh, it on your computer, and I'm like, yeah, it's just like it's like a character. It's like, oh, so they like give you money for that, and I'm like, yeah, because they buy the rights to the character, and then my grandpa, God rest his soul, he was the worst. He was always like, well, what do you mean? Couldn't they have just like made the same thing and said it was theirs? And I was like, well, that's a bad thing. You can't do that. And they're like, he was like, well, I mean, why can't you though? What's stopping them from doing that? And I almost just got to the point where I was like, you know what, Grandpa? I'm gonna deactivate my DMA account.
Oh my god, no.
Well, I don't know. It was just like, it was, because like what he was saying was like true, but at the same time it was like, ugh, God, I can't talk to you about what I do. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's just like when I tried to talk to my parents about when my stepsister, who's like 13 years old, wanted my printed poster of a character who kills people. I'm like, well, do you really want her having a character who kills people because it's fun on her wall? She's just like, she's just like, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. She just likes the character. I'm like, whatever. It's like trying to talk to a wall. Trying to explain this to you. So I don't want her to have it.
It's not PG. You should have a picture of Moana and her fucking pig, not your OC who fucking kills people.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's okay. Was that your whole introduction? Was that just, and then you just started like buying adopts and stuff?
Pretty much.
After that?
Like I started just I had my own OCs, but then I can't remember what the first adopt I bought was. But
that's a big question for even me, and I don't really buy that many.
God, I would I wish I could remember which one was my first one. But then I bought her, and then I was just like, I couldn't get out of the hole. I kept seeing more and more cute things, and it's already really bad for me when it comes to like cute things. I can't. I am so bad at holding back. And now I have 30 plus characters.
And that's you've sold some too, haven't you?
Yeah, I used to have over 40, and I sold some.
Oh God.
Yeah, so
that's so many.
Yes, it really is. It's too many.
I don't even, I think it was when I made my DeviantArt account, I was always very weird about art. Like a lot of people are like, well, I've been drawing since I could learn how to pick up a pencil. And I feel like that's kind of a natural thing. Like I feel like humans as a basic rule do that, because it's like, this is a thing that we can create. This is a thing, like that's, I don't know, that's, at least for some point in someone's life, that's something that happens when you're young like that. However, I always was like, I'm okay at singing. I'm okay at a lot of things, but I'm not great at anything. Like, I'm good. I'm good at. No, like I don't mean to be that person right now. I'm just like, this was my mentality. I was like, I'm good at a lot of things. I don't excel at anything. I'm just like, I'm just good. I'm good. I think that was like my compromise. I was like, God gave me this compromise. Like, I'm. He was like, I'm not gonna make you like a fantastic singer. I'm gonna make you good at singing, but but because you suck, I'm just gonna make you good at everything, but like only good, not great. So I can never achieve greater. So that was like my mentality, and I was like, I can't do art. And then my mom came home and she threw a card at me from Starbucks that had like a drawing app on it. And I don't know why she even, because I'd never like shown any interest in like drawing. I think I was like into anime or something, and she saw an anime person on the.
I was like, ooh, look, she'll like this.
We know how much you love the Japanese. Here's a fucking app, kid. And it was like a free $2.99 app, and that was before I had a job, and like $2.99 wasn't a lot of money, but it was like, man, this is convenient. So I got the app, and I like fell in love with doing digital art, and I did this on my iPod Touch. Keep in mind, my 3 by 4.5 inch iPod Touch with no pressure sensitivity, and that's like what all my first pieces are in my gallery. And it's very obvious when I get a tablet, because I made a bunch of shitty posts about how I got a tablet, and I made a DeviantArt shortly after that because I was like, maybe I can see the reception of this. Siri, can you not?
Hello, Siri.
You need to unlock your iPhone first. I'm sorry. Anyway, hopefully I won't be rudely interrupted again, but I can't even continue. I made a DeviantArt because I was like, I want to see like what the reception to this is. And the reception was like actually overwhelmingly positive, and I'm not sure if that's because they were just being nice to me, or I don't know. But it was a very, very good feeling, and it gave me. What are you doing?
I am getting crackers.
Okay. It's just it was a very good it's a very good experience. I was very fortunate, I feel, to have like an environment where everyone was so welcoming, and that's why it was very confusing, because everyone's like, fuck DA sucks, DA is a piece of shit, and it's like I've had nothing but great experiences with DA. I mean, at that moment in time, but yeah, and I made like friends, and I had like a community, and it became like I was infatuated with it, like it was all I wanted to do. So yeah, that's how I got into it. And then there's the negatives, which leads us into our next topic, which is the did we ever think of a name for this? I was feeling Larry.
Oh, Larry. That's cool.
Larry
Larry the liar.
Oh my god.
It's perfect.
Okay, Larry the liar. Okay, so there's this person. We have it goes into what I wrote down was opinions on tracing, heavily referencing, and Larry is a culprit. We don't want to mention Larry's real username until there's like
solid proof that they're a fucking liar.
I don't know. So yeah, Larry's been has posts up, and the posts we found pieces that look identical to it, and when messaging Larry privately, Larry continues to deny any correlation or recently
any correlation of like tracing.
Yeah, any correlation to the pieces that we were like, hey, why does this match up exactly? And they're like, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they were like, well, I used to. I used to do that.
I don't do it anymore. And then you go to their page and like, it was uploaded 16 hours ago. Like, what do you mean you don't do it anymore? Lying is a problem, I feel. Like, if someone's asking you about it and you lie, and you're like, no, I don't do that, no. Like, that makes you a liar. And that's not a good thing.
But when you lie to someone's face, when you're called out on it, it's
like,
even
yeah,
worse.
well, that goes under the same coin, I feel, though. But, like, I feel if they would just credit, like, just say where they got it from, and didn't charge money for it, it'd be fine. Like, I wouldn't have a single problem with it. As if you just... And, honestly, even if you don't credit... like, that makes you look like a scumbag if people know what you're doing. But, like, if it's not for money... the thing that bothers me is that it's for money. Like, they're selling...
exactly.
And it's not their artwork. It's, like, other people's stuff. And you can't say anything because it's not 100% specifically lined up. But, oh my god... It's so obvious.
Yeah. Especially when you look at something else that they did actually, like, hand draw.
Oh, yeah, and it's garbage.
And it's just terrible.
Maybe not garbage, but, like, it's...
It's definitely not, like, the quality that you see in, like, almost every other thing they do.
It's not the same thing at all, yeah. And it's also very, I don't know. I guess people can be different. People can be different at their skill in coloring can vary especially when it comes to like line art. But it's like the anatomy varies piece to piece, but the anatomy is like really good in most pieces.
Yeah,
and then
in most pieces.
and then in my personal opinion, this is my personal opinion, the anatomy is really like great, but then like the coloring, like it looks like it was outlined with a Sharpie marker and then colored in with Crayola, like it just
Crayola crayons.
yeah. Not even the twistable crayons, like no, not even Crayola, rose art.
Yeah, rose art.
Crazy art. Crazy art. It's crazy art. I can't. It's like you sketched out the drawing with a Copic brand, and then you just colored it all in with crazy art, and it's just so vapid to me because I don't know. It just, I feel like that's what makes an image look traced, in my opinion. Even if I didn't have the image that it was traced from, like I do now, I would still be like, that's traced, because it just is like, the anatomy is really good, but the drawing over top of the anatomy is not good. Like the coloring and the line art is garbage. Well, not garbage, but you know what I mean. It's not.
It's just not as good as like everything else.
It doesn't reflect the.
Yeah.
And then when they admit to referencing, I put reference in quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
When they admit to referencing, it's like, are you sure you just referenced, buddy?
Yeah, it's like, okay, there's a difference between referencing and just tracing right over it, like pixel by pixel.
Ugh.
If
God.
you referenced it, it wouldn't match up pixel by pixel.
It definitely would. Ugh. I'm just.
Like, see, I'm someone who is just getting started with art, so I've uploaded 2 images that I've traced over. No, wait, I think I only uploaded one of them. And then the other 2 are on bases. But I put the links to the art that I traced over in the description, and I even said this is purely practice to get used to how anatomy works.
Yeah, you also asked the people that you did that to, didn't you?
Well, I just found them on Google, so I didn't really ask them.
Oh.
But
well, on mine you asked me. You didn't post that one.
Yeah. For yours, I had like purely permission to trace over it. So. But the images I just found on Google, I traced over it. I gave like links to the images that I referenced or traced over. And then I even disclaimed like this is for my use only. And that I'm just doing this so that I can get used to how I even use my tablet, because it's still weird using it, and I definitely still press way too hard, but
yeah, just a little. It's okay. I used to do that too.
I don't think that's ever gonna go away though, because I press hard even when I'm writing, like in general. So
I don't know. I'm sure you'll notice a difference. You'll get more of a hand for it.
well, hopefully. But yeah. So there's definitely a difference in like if you're selling the art that you've traced versus just like doing it for your own personal use.
Yeah.
And, you know, crediting.
Yeah, crediting the source. Like, that's just... Ugh. I just... It's so mind-boggling to me that people, like, do that.
Uh-huh.
That they, like, take people's money and then they, like, half-ass something and trace something and then just say, hey, yeah, I did this. And then,
and
like,
if I'm correct, this person...
take the praise.
Sorry.
They take the praise. Like, the people comment and they're like, this is so beautiful, this is so amazing, your anatomy is so perfect, and they're like, thank you, I worked really hard on it. It's like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. And, like, if I remember correctly, like, this person charges, like, a pretty penny for their artwork, and you're gonna
It's only gonna get more expensive too.
Yeah.
Until someone finally gets that proof and calls them out.
It's so aggravating.
I could honestly talk about that for so long.
Yeah, and it's like, it's even worse. It makes me even more mad as someone who commissions, because then I see artists like you who get shit on, and are like, hey, can I pay you $6 for this beautiful piece of artwork? And this person who traces gets fucking $30 for a fucking piece of shit traced.
It's also it's like popularity. Like, I don't know, that's what I've equated it to on DeviantArt, especially. It's like about popularity. Like, people pay for the name. They don't really pay for I mean, everyone's different, because I don't know. If I see someone with good art, I'm gonna commission them. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people on D8 commission for the name. They feel like the price tag is worth the name. It's not necessarily the quality. It's not really necessarily reflective of the quality. It's more of the name. And like, if you're making bank off of your commissions, like, you do you. Fuck anybody who says that you shouldn't be making what you're making. You know, like, do you. I mean, not in Larry's case, because Larry's not creating anything.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, people say that certain artists that make a lot of money shouldn't make a lot of money, and it's like, well, they're making a lot of money, and if they're not hurting anybody, and they're making the money consistently, like, root for them. Don't try to take them down. But yeah, it kind of sucks a little bit.
It really,
but
yeah.
if I remember to myself that, like, it's because of the name, it usually doesn't suck as bad. Because I feel like that's a common issue that a lot of artists go through, is like, they see someone else's art and they're like, well, mine's as good as that, isn't it? Like, mine's good like that, isn't it? And the person, they charge like maybe $5 for a cheapie, and the other person charges like $35, and it makes you feel, and you can't get a commission, but they get like $17 a week. Like, I don't know, like, that kind of stuff it's really easy to let it get to you, but you also have to think about their name and like how popular on DA they are. They also have a lot of people are really focused on the time frame for commissions. Like, if the time frame is a lot quicker, I feel like people are willing to spend a little more.
Whereas someone's been waiting for their commission for like 4 months.
Yeah, or like someone who has like a gallery filled with commissions.
And they just have like a long ass to-do list of just commissions, and they keep taking more commissions.
That sounds like someone else we know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't blame everything on your mental illness, though, Panty.
Oh, yeah, but don't blame everything on your mental illness.
Why won't you stop talking to me, Meli? Hello? Respond.
I'm sorry, I'll go away.
Why won't you stop talking to me? Hello? You're ruining my life, Panty. Hello? Are you there? Did you forget about me? Stop talking to me. Hello? Like, that's... Like, I thought I was psychotic. Like, you're... Oh, God. Okay, we can't keep doing this. I keep throwing shade. Fuck.
It's okay.
Oh, God. That's a whole other person for a whole other podcast.
Yeah, another podcast.
Oh, God. I could go on for hours. Okay. We're just gonna gently cascade ourselves to the next topic here, because I feel like we could just keep going on about that forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one I have written down here is Retail Minute, which is a little segment that I thought would be... It was actually Meli's idea.
I'm not
gonna take credit for it. We talk about... I feel like we'll do the podcast weekly, at least. Can you agree with that?
Yeah, I would assume so. Maybe more than weekly. I don't know.
Okay. Damn. Okay, we might do more than weekly, but every podcast, we're going to talk about something that has made us want to kill ourselves at our jobs.
Oh, yes. Ugh.
Where do you work, Meli? Tell the world.
I work at Walgreens. And
Tell the world what a Walgreens is, because people who
Not
aren't.
okay. Yeah. So for those who don't know what Walgreens is a convenience store. So you pay extra money to go to this store in the middle of the night at like 4 a.m. because it's convenient and it's open still.
Mhm.
And so people will come in and they'll just be like, "You should know everything about your job, right?" like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I totally know everything about my job in this store." Ugh, it drives me crazy. I had a man last week ask me like, "What's no, it was gonna say a cigarette, but it was a fucking cigar." He wanted these specific cigars, and I was like, "Well," I'm like, "I don't know what you want." And he's like, he kept saying black, 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 because he wanted black and milds.
Mhm.
And I'm like, there's only two types of cigars that I know of that have black in the name. And at the time, I couldn't even think of black and milds, so I only
Mhm.
thought of one of them. And he was like, "Well, you should know everything, shouldn't you? You work here." I'm like, "I don't smoke." And he's like, "Well, I don't smoke either." I'm like, oh.
Well,
Like,
I don't.
okay.
What are you?
So
Wait. Why was he buying a cigar?
I don't know, probably for some other person.
What the fuck? Why did they make
I
him go
was
get it?
so angry. I was just like, I don't fucking. What do you want from me?
Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Um, Not to one up you a little bit, but people do the same thing to me. And I work at a Burlington coat factory, and I'm not sure if any of you guys know what the hell a Burlington coat factory is, but it's essentially it's an outlet store. And if you don't know what that means, it's like we take designer clothes, like stuff from like Dillard's and Macy's. A lot of people know what Macy's is. We get stuff from them, like the designers like Calvin Klein and Michael Kors and stuff. They're like, we can't sell these because they're out of season. You guys take them. They sell it to us for a cheaper price, and then we sell them. So our inventory is constantly changing. Okay, this is a thing that's like really important to keep in mind. We almost never have the exact same thing in stock. Like, especially year round, like it's always different. It changes week to week, so like there's no way that anyone would be able to keep track of what we have in stock. And people do the same thing. And I'm just going to bring up the Egyptian cotton lady, because this lady she scarred me for life. I'll never forget the Egyptian cotton lady. This older woman walks in, and I'm always so polite. She says, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you help me?" And I said, "Yes, of course. What do you need help with, ma'am?" And she said, "Do you guys have eggshell colored Egyptian cotton towels?" And my first instinct was like, okay, well, I'm not sure myself, but I can call the department and get someone to help you for that. They're going to be right in the back corner there. If you wanted to go look, that's where they're located. And she's like, "You expect me to walk all the way back there?" And I was like, no, I can call someone up here for you to go look for you. And she says, "Well, why don't you know?" And my job isn't, I'm a cashier, okay? That's what it literally says on my job description. Like, it says cashier. It doesn't say knows everything about Egyptian cotton towels. Like, my name, like, it says I'm a cashier. I'm not even a sales associate. I work customer service as a cashier. I'm not allowed to leave my register. I'm not allowed to do anything. How the hell am I supposed to know if we have eggshell colored towels and if they're in Egyptian cotton?
But you're supposed to know everything, right?
How am I supposed to know that? I don't understand. So I called the lady from the department, and she wanted to kill herself. But
Oh, I'm sure.
ugh, I can't. It's so frustrating.
It really is. Working retail, don't do it.
Definitely don't.
Just
If you
don't.
can make a living off your art, like, try.
Please.
Although I hear that sucks as well, but every job has its downside. But it sucks.
I would definitely rather be making a living as an artist and have that suck less than having to suck ass to people.
Yeah, I get you. But I hope you don't mind me throwing in another one, because this happened to me and it made me want to kill myself as well.
Okay, I'll throw in another one too.
Okay, there was a man and he had this stuff. He was with his wife, and his wife set down like 2 shirts, and I said, "Okay, is that everything for you today?" And they were both like, "Yes." The man still is holding on to 2 coats. We never have a consistent supply of inventory, so how am I supposed to know that these aren't like the coats that they walked in with? So he's holding on to them. So I asked them, "Is that everything?" And they said yes. So he was swiping his card, and he looked at the amount and he said, "Did you get these?" And he like held up the coats. He was holding on to them, like hugging them to his body. And I said, "No, I did not. I didn't get those." And then he sighed. He was like, "Ugh." And he threw the stuff down on the counter and he said, "Listen, we need these as well." Like I was an idiot or something. And it's like, why were you holding on to them for 20 minutes? Can you explain that to me, sir? Can you riddle me that one, sir?
People
like to get mad at me, like to be angry at me because of that. What are you doing? What do you mean? What was your other one though?
Oh my god. So I'm just gonna tell this story because I'm never gonna be able to forget it. It's not like this person was rude type of thing. It's this person was a freaking creep kind of thing. No. So I had a man who was very, very large, heavy set man, and very tall, and like put this into a perspective of I'm 5'1", and I am heavy set, but again I'm 5'1". And this man was probably like 6 foot something. And God. He comes up to the counter, and he just sets down a box of condoms, and he looks at me, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun tonight." And then he keeps talking, and I'm trying to just like look away and like not interact with this man. And he like, I look up, and he winks at me, and he's like, "Do you want to join?"
I hate that.
I was so uncomfortable.
What did you say?
I was just like, "Have a good night." And I walked away. I was so uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
It was the worst thing, and I'm never gonna forget it.
That sounds
I wish I could.
Oh my god.
I wish I could burn it out of my brain.
I threw up in my mouth a little bit just now. I'm so sorry. That's so uncomfortable.
That's the worst one I've had, but I wish that wasn't I wish it was the only one I've ever had.
Yeah, that's the sad truth, isn't it? Like it's always, you always have to like go to work like preparing for like the next that.
Yeah.
You're like,
the next person
it'll happen.
Who just decides to creepily hit on you.
It'll happen. Okay. So, speaking of being hit on creepily, we're gonna get into the Q&A, which we don't have any because I didn't ask anybody if they had any questions in fear of lack of response. So, if anyone has any questions or any kind of like, what's another word for questions? Inquiries? If anyone has any inquiries for us, like just hit us up and we'll answer them. We like have a little segment towards the end. Meli, can you see the timestamp?
It is 4:19 a.m. right now.
No, not like the time. Like how long have you been recording?
Oh, I don't know. I can't see that.
It should say like at the bottom.
39 minutes.
Okay, we're good. It's a pretty decent length podcast. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last thing we wanted to talk about was at the end of every podcast we want to like do a little shout out to something that we've been like recently obsessed with. And I don't know if you want to go first or if you want me to go first, because
we can talk about the one we just did because it's definitely
Hamilton. Okay. Yes. Hamilton is so important. I don't know if any of you have seen it, or watched it illegally or like watched the animatics or like done anything, but it is so good. I cannot stop listening to it. That and Heather's has been like Heather's has been like a like mixed in there, but Hamilton is definitely like
been the main one.
Hamilton at that Constitutional Convention.
Oh my god.
Cute. It's constant.
And we just watched it. We just watched it, and we both sobbed at the same scene.
There were 3 scenes that I cried at.
Oh, well, there was only one that I cried at, but I sobbed.
Okay, I cried when Dear Theodosia, I cried during that.
Oh my god.
That was so sad. I was like, they both love their children, and they want them to grow up in a world that's not as bad as it is right now. And I freaking just freak. That is such a good song. Wait for it's really good. My favorite song currently is Farmer Refuted, because I like the argument and how it like twists into a melody. But my favorite Hamilton song of all time is Nonstop. It's so good.
Yeah, Nonstop's my favorite too.
Fuck, it's so good. It's the One Day More. Like, you know, like One Day More is to Les Mis as Nonstop is to Hamilton. That's it's so good. A lot of people probably won't understand that reference. I hope you understand the reference, Meli, but it's so good. It's just so good. What is that your favorite? Nonstop is your favorite song? Do you have any other honorable mentions?
Let's see. Nonstop's my favorite. God. Hold on, you're gonna have to cut this part out because I'm gonna have to look up the names because I can't remember.
Yeah, look up the names. You know how it goes?
Oh my god, fuck.
You can hit me with a little bit of the remix.
It's the sisters.
The Schuyler sisters. That song's dope too. That was like the first ever Hamilton song that I ever listened to. My mom played it.
The remix, like the one where she's singing at her sister's wedding and
Satisfied?
Yeah, Satisfied. There we go.
Oh, that's
Satisfied. Satisfied's my favorite, my other favorite, and then
It's a really good song. It's a really good song.
What's the song called where they go hey.
I think that's the end to I don't know. That's the song where they're like ladies. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's right before Helpless. You'd think I'd know, but I have no idea. Cause like I bought some songs. I haven't bought the whole album yet because I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $25 because I hadn't seen the musical yet. But like I'm probably gonna buy it now. I have Schuyler Sisters, Farmer Refuted, You'll Be Back, Nonstop, and Stay Alive, the reprise.
I just listened to it on repeat on YouTube.
Yeah. My favorite. I love the animatic by
Galactic something.
Galactic Bun, I think. I didn't want to. I didn't know if it was Galactic or if it was something else. If anyone has ever seen a Hamilton animatic, you know what I'm talking about. Let me just say that, because if you've fallen down that rabbit hole, you've seen. Oh, their art is so nice. But,
it really is.
So that's my little shout out to that.
Oh yeah. Hamilton is E+, and I definitely want to watch it again. I want to see the actual play. I mean, we totally didn't watch a bootleg, but
yeah, we definitely didn't watch. We went to New York.
We went to
New
York.
And we paid $600 for a ticket.
Oh my god.
I have that kind of cash.
Oh, me too. You know.
Ladies.
Okay.
It's fine.
I think we're good. We only need to talk about Hamilton. So
okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Recording? Okay.
Wait, no, we gotta say goodbye. What are you doing?
Okay, I didn't stop it.
I need y'all to know that we appreciate, if any of you motherfuckers listen to it for this long, I just need to give y'all a quick thank you. And, and a quick thank you. A little quick hug. Little quick
Thank you, hug.
thank you hug. A little snuggle. A little Netflix and chill. A
A
little bit
little Netflix and chill.
Actually, not Netflix and chill. That's
I
horrifying.
want
But
Netflix and chill.
Meli will provide the chilling and Netflix.
I'm single. Hit me up.
If there are any eligible bachelors out there, talking to you, Tumblr, hit up my friend Meli. She's the one that sounds like a kawaii anime girl.
Oh my god.
So that's how you know she's good.
Because it sounds like a kawaii anime girl.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people that's the only requirement.
Sound
Like,
like
if they heard me,
anime girl.
if they heard me, they're like,
You
no,
have a
no,
boyfriend,
she's
so it's
not
okay.
good. I know, but listen to my words that I'm speaking. If I was single and I was looking for a man and it was you and me, and this has happened before. So you can't even tell me it's not true. They're all like, who is that person with the cute voice? Their voice is so cute.
Yeah, but that's all
I'm
they
like,
see. They're like, oh, well, their voice is really cute. And then they don't,
So they
like, they
have this
talk to me
idea.
for like 2 seconds, and then it's just like, okay.
well, because you're like, fuck you, I don't like men. That's where the issue comes in.
I can't help that I am a feisty person.
You're just a little sassy sometimes, that's all. Anyway, we thank you all for tuning in to the Bunny and Cat Cast. I hope I got the name right again, because I'll be riddled with embarrassment if I forgot it again. So, goodbye. Have a wonderful Hanukkah.
Oh my god.
We did it.